Hola, clase de Español 2. Bienvenidos a nuestra primera lección en video. Estoy tan entusiasmada. ¿Están ustedes listos? Deseo que sí. Vamos a empezar. Abren sus libros de textos, por favor, a la página 5 y 6. Y vamos a repasar la negación y también artículos. Primero, vamos a repasar que la palabra no es not en español. No puede significar no también. So, we could say, my friend has an apartment. Mi amiga tiene un apartamento. To make this statement negativo, we would say, mi amiga no tiene un apartamento. We simply put no in front of the verb. That will make this sentence negative. It means not. My friend does not have an apartment. El carro es rojo. The car is red. El carro no es rojo. The car is not red. Muy sencillo. Very simple. However, it gets a little bit trickier when we use the word nunca. Nunca means, do you remember? Never. Fernando siempre, always estudia. Fernando always studies. If we want to make this negative and say never, we'd say Fernando nunca estudia. Fernando never studies. However, there's one other way that you can use the word nunca in a negative sentence. You can say Fernando no estudia nunca. Here's our verb. Here's our nunca in this sentence, goes right before the verb. But if your nunca goes after the verb, then you use an extra no. Another example would be, tú hablas francés. You speak French. Tú nunca hablas francés. You never speak French. Or, tú no hablas francés nunca. You not speak French never. Don't try to think about it in English because it won't make sense. But if you think about it in Spanish, tú nunca hablas francés or tú no hablas francés nunca. Trátalo ahora. On your notes, write the sentence down. Nuestro gato es loco. And make this statement negative. Pause the video and resume it once you're ready. You should have this answer. Nuestro gato no es loco. Your no goes right before the verb es. Now try this one with nunca. Remember the two variations. We can have either one of these two. Try it. Pause the video and resume when you're done. Your answer should be this. Or, so I would say, nuestro gato busca insectos. Our cat looks for insects. I would say, nuestro gato nunca busca insectos. Never looks for insects. Or I could say, nuestro gato no busca insectos nunca, or no busca nunca insectos. This is negation. Follow me over to the other board. We are going to review articles now. En la página 6 de sus libros de textos, ustedes pueden ver repaso de artículos. Recuerden, clase, que la palabra the es el, la, los, or las. There are 4 different significaciones. We could say el libro or los libros, la ventana or las ventanas. This is masculine, this is feminine, this is singular, this is plural. And all of these 4 words just mean our one English word, the. These 4 words are the equivalent of our one English word a. Sometimes we use an. Un libro, una ventana, unos libros, unas ventanas. Remember, this would be a book And this would translate to be some books. We can't say a books. That doesn't exist in English. So you could substitute the word for some and say unos and unas is the equivalent of the word some in English. Masculine endings, you already know and are familiar that nouns that end with the O are usually always masculine. But also nouns that end with the L, an N, or R are also usually masculine. Examples of this would be el or un sombrero, el or un papel, el or un algodón, un or el marcador. Exceptions to this rule would be words like la foto, and remember that mano is actually feminine, la mano. Feminine endings, you remember A is the most popular one. Say la chica or la ventana, whatever it is. Words that end in A are feminine, but also remember that words that end in D or sion are also usually feminine. So we'd have la silla, la pared, la elección, la pasión. Exceptions to this rule, el día. Día is actually masculine, or words like el mapa. And then also ama and ema words like problema and programa are also the exceptions to this rule. They would be masculine. El problema, el programa. Alrighty, clase. Buena suerte y hasta la próxima vez.